Renaissance, man. You know I'm greatly appreciative to you all for watching. Make sure you guys are double checking and make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell notification that will bring down a drop box for you to select all notifications. That way you will be notified when I do post a video. And those of you that are watching right now, typically I wait 3 minutes to allow people to come in. And the reason why is because for some odd reason, and I know I say it every video, YouTube takes its time notifying people that I am live. And just like some of you I've talked to in person, sometimes when my live is over with, when my live will be over and done, and then YouTube will tell you, hey, Ty is live, and when you click on the video to see if I'm live, then they end up seeing that this system together that they had up for years. Certain individuals of certain beliefs and ideologies, whenever we do go live, you guys are not even knowing about it. You know what I mean? So anyway, appreciate y'all all being here. And again, I urge you to double check and make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. And when you click that bell notification button, it's going to bring down something that says all notifications. Click that. That way you should be notified when I do go live. So anyway, let's get ready to get into this. So ladies and gentlemen, arrived to one of my medical facilities of a lot of people glued to the TV. And it's amazing of some of the responses. Most of the responses was, I just can't believe this. Can you believe that? They actually let it happen. The government shut down. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, don't you think that's crazy? Well, it all depends, what I said. A lot of people are upset, and no matter what, I've seen a lot of different videos. Different people got different, news channels playing. A lot of CNN, a lot of MSNBC, a lot of Fox News, a lot of Newsmax, a lot of OAN, a lot of local news. And everybody's talking about the government shutdown, and all kinds of people are being blamed. But what I did find interesting is that on a lot of local news networks, they kept on showing Chuck Schumer and some other Democrats all coming out. This is Trump's fault. This is Trump's fault. This is Trump and the administration's fault. This is their fault. The Republicans and Trump allowed for a government shutdown. They wanted this to happen. They don't want people working. They don't want people feeding their families. They don't want Americans to have health care. They just want all the federal workers to lose their jobs and not work. These people got families to feed. People are going to have to use their paid time off hours to compensate for what the Republicans and Trump have done. This is sad. I thought Trump wanted health care for Americans, and this is not it. This is not the way. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not going to be that long of a video. I want each and every one of you to do me a favor, okay? Go and look and see what all is entailed and what the Democrats are mad about. They instantly blame the Trump administration. No, see, what Trump them have in place already, passed the Senate and everything, right? So the Democrats, them basically rebelled because they and the Republicans can't come to a compromise. But what I want y'all to pay attention to, let's keep it real, there's different things in there. For one of the things that they're not compromising on is the Democrats want budget to go to social programs. They want the budget and a great deal of the money to go to social programs, while the Republicans are wanting the great deal of the money and the budget to go to the military. With Pete Hexet's in there right now, Pete Hexet, and the way he's making the military strong, the way he's increasing the standards, the way he's making the military masculine again. And when I say masculine, I mean masculine, okay? I mean masculine. I mean, he said we done with all that tutti frutti, fresh and fruity, dumb stuff, having Oh my God, I don't even want to get deep into that. You already know what I'm talking about having our military looking like a bunch of weak fruitcake, twinkle-toed sissies. He raised the stand. He's going to raise it's going to raise the standards for the military back to how it was, so that you really have to earn your way into it, because we want strong individuals in our military. We don't want, I can carry a gun, look, bang, bang, bang. See, I can shoot, look, bang, bang. Oh my God, bang, bang. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. When you think about movies that you watched back in the past, you know, gosh, go back and watch the movie 300, my goodness. When you see people that are warriors in movies like that, you want strong individuals. Strong with leadership, got guts, got grit. It makes you feel good, makes you feel patriotic when you see stuff like that, right? So the Republicans want the great deal of the budget to go to the military, while the Democrats want the great deal of the budget to go to social programs. You know, like programs, oh my God. Go look it up. Go look it up. We tried that already. Look what the past 4 years of social programs have done. Social programs that entail what? Teaching our kids about consenting to sex in the 3rd grade. Social programs like what? Like the Department of Education bullcrap they threw in there. All about, everything had to be about sex. Oh, social programs wanting to teach kids critical race theory that has nothing to do with how successful you can be in America right now. What's the point of learning that? Social programs that did what? Focus on gender ideology bullcrap. Oh, those social programs. Oh, social programs like if your wife or if a woman or any female is getting assaulted, they want you to call a caseworker or a social worker to show up instead of the police. You mean like that? You mean those type of social programs? But the biggest kicker I want y'all to take away from this, ladies and gentlemen, is this. The Democrats threw out something that caught my attention. They threw out something that caught my attention, and it's this. They started talking about health care. Me, I told y'all, I'm directing now, right? I haven't been technically hands-on in ortho and stuff like that in years. I'm mainly dealing with financials. Y'all know how often I'm dealing with insurance, how often I'm dealing with various forms of payments that different patients have all day, every day. Making sure things are submitted in a timely manner to where people can make sure that the auth is there, authorization to get treatment. Let me tell y'all something. When they brought up healthcare, it made us look into it, right? Democrats are heavily pissed off because they want to continuously virtue signal. They want illegals. They want illegals to continue to get healthcare, food stamps, all those things on the American taxpayer dollars. And the Republicans are like, nope. And I'm pretty sure a great deal of you are the same exact way. I'm pretty sure a great deal of you guys are exactly the same exact way where you don't want that either. So they thought that if they threaten the Trump administration and the Republicans with trying to say we're not going to do nothing, there's going to be a government shutdown, they thought that President Trump then were going to budge. They called President Trump and the Republicans bluff. They tried to call their bluff, and the Republicans did not bluff. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, don't believe me. Don't believe me. Go and look it up. Go and look it up. I'm lying. I'm just making stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making stuff up. But ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats, which I don't know why, because of virtue signal, because we know it's all for the votes, the Democrats are trying to keep it to where illegal aliens can continue to get health care on the American taxpayer dollar. They said Trump them are going to take health care away from everyday Americans. Nope, nope. They're going to tell you if you are a able-bodied grown man or grown woman and you're able-bodied, you need to get your butt up and go to work as you rightfully should be. They're saying there's not going to be any more just sitting around and getting food stamps and getting SNAP, getting EBT, and getting Medicaid for your health care for free when you are a able-bodied adult that do not have any kind of disabilities. They're taking away health care. They're taking away health care from Americans. Bull crap. I don't care who you are, whether you like me or not. If you somebody that you sit around and you get food stamps and you are able-bodied, to me, to be quite frank with you, that's stealing. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me. It's no different than, like, say, for example, of all the employees that work under me between Chicago and St. Louis, some in Florida, some in Missouri, some in Tennessee. What do you think will happen if I find out? Right? What do you think will happen if I find out that people were clocking in, but then there was no work being done? I'm paying them. We're paying them to do nothing. We have something that people have to do that's called being productive. If you are not at work and you're being productive and I'm paying you to do nothing, we say you're stealing. You're literally stealing money from me because I'm paying you and you're not doing anything. So you might not think of it this way, because I know a lot of you came up, and I'm just completely being honest. If you came up in the hood like I did, under the hood mentality of what a lot of people in the hood has done, black people in particular, you teach your kids how to get food stamps. You teach them how, if they use somebody else's address to get food stamps, use your grandmama address, use your auntie address, act like you live there. When you turn 18, you're going to get food stamps too, even though you live in here. So now you got a house of possibly 3 adults, 1 being the main mother, 2 being children. They turn 18 themselves, whatever like that. They using somebody else's address and act like they live there so they can get food stamps. So y'all all getting it in that one house. Then you turn around and you sell it for money so you can continuously take care of your crack addiction or your drug addiction or your alcohol addiction. And it goes for white people too, in case y'all try to think, you always talking about black people. No, because white people do it too. I know white people in the hood that does it too. We grew up with white people in the ghetto that do it too. There's white people, especially in a lot of the southern parts, well, more of the North Panhandle parts of Florida. There's white people that y'all call white trash or trailer trash. They do the same thing too. And all of y'all are in the same boat when it comes to me. Y'all all are a bunch of lazy parasites that's basically stealing from everyday working Americans, especially if you are an able-bodied adult. Especially if you are an able-bodied adult. You need to think about this. Who are you to get pissed off at me for saying this when you sitting at your house getting food stamps and getting EBT, you getting a free government phone, and you getting Section 8 to where you're not really paying nothing for where you're staying at right now? Who are you to get pissed off at me for calling y'all out for not doing nothing? Bunch of lazy grown-up kids. Man, you hating. You darn right I'm hating. Because I'm paying for you. Every working American, every last working American man and woman is all of y'all that are on stamps. Those of you that are abusing the system. Yeah, I'm talking to those particular. I'm not talking to people that's really using it for what it's there, what it's supposed to be there for. It's supposed to subsidize you until you get on your feet, right? I'm not talking to y'all, but those of you that are intentionally, knowingly, and willingly abusing that system, I'm telling every last one of y'all, every working American, man and woman, every last working teenager that work at McDonald's, all the way up, any of them, all of them that are working, all of them are your mama and your daddy. We paying for you. You are the equivalence of our child support, is what you are. You are the equivalence of child support. Every last one of y'all, all y'all on food stamps, all y'all abusing the system, every working American, man and woman, teenager or not, whatever, every last working individual is your mom and your dad, because we're paying for your support. We're basically paying child support to you. So you got this thing all twisted in your brain right now if you think that you have the right to even say something to anybody that's paying for you to stay in that house on set. I don't care what the conditions are either. You staying there for free. I don't care if you pissed off because RFK put sanctions in to where you are no longer able to buy junk food. You shouldn't. I'm telling y'all, I'm a different breed, because you ought to not be really getting anything. You ought to not be getting anything. You pissed off because we can't buy pop no more. We can't even go out and buy pop. We can't buy junk food. We can't buy Debbie cakes. Who are they to tell us what to do with our money? Time out. Not your money. That's our money. That's my money that you're spending. And you getting pissed off because you can't go. You pissed off because you can't go and buy things that can serve as a means of a physiological ailment to your child. You're pissed off because you can't go and buy your child processed food, processed sugar, refined sugar, and all. You pissed off because of that. So, if you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you know that's how I feel about my own American brothers and sisters that's scamming the welfare system when it comes to food stamps and Section 8 and all that, if I feel like that about Americans, how do you think I'm going to feel about some illegal aliens coming into America and getting those benefits, if not better benefits and not more benefits? How do you think I'm going to feel about them? So you darn right. If the government and if the Republicans is standing on business saying we're not going to budge, and the Democrats are mad because we the people, I'm certain, unless you are a complete idiot, I'm certain that most of my American brothers and sisters, if not all of them, would agree, no, I don't want us paying for illegal aliens to come into our country illegally and get on our welfare systems and pretty much exhaust our resources. I don't want them getting snaps. I don't want them getting food stamps. I don't want them getting health care. When all along we got people that are here that are really trying to do good, trying to do right, and struggling. Yet we got our own American brothers and sisters that's abusing the system right now, who we don't want them to get none of the benefits either, because they're lazy. A bunch of lazy parasites is what these people are. And again, let me make this clear. I'm talking to the ones who are intentionally abusing the welfare system. They have no intentions on bettering themselves. They have no intentions on doing anything productive in life. They just want to sit back and enjoy all the benefits of food stamps, all the benefits of the welfare system in regards to Section 8. They want to enjoy all those benefits, and that's it. While we sit back and got to work our butts off to go pay for it. They going to the grocery store getting more food than all of us. They getting T-bone steaks and ribeyes and shrimp and lobster, and they just dancing their way right on into it, happily doing it. While you and I are looking at them do it, knowing that we paid for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, everything that I just said is how a lot of other Americans feel. And that's why some of us are like, okay, with this government shutdown, we're tired of doing that. We're tired of paying for able-bodied working adults. We're tired of paying for illegal aliens that's in our country right now, that's using our system in place and leeching off of the American taxpayers. So if the government is shut down for that reason, Democrats, oh well, be pissed off. Be pissed off that we don't want these illegal people in our country exhausting our resources that's meant for our own American brothers and sisters, not the lazy, ghetto, hood, project, white trash, trailer trash, whatever you want to call it. We're not talking about those people, because all of them got the same mindset, be it black or white. They all have the same mindset when it comes to that. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what y'all think in the comment section after this, because y'all know I cannot read y'all comments until after this video is over with, because this is actually me driving and all that good stuff. And so don't forget to share the video either, folks. If anybody having an issue with what this is about, make sure y'all share the video to friends and family that are like-minded and let them know about this, and we'll go from there. So I appreciate y'all all being in here. With that being said, I am going to be doing some videos later on today, so stay tuned on that. I got some reaction videos regarding music-wise that I need to catch up with some of my patrons, so I'll be doing that today as well. So make sure y'all keep my channel up. Keep my channel up. That way you don't have to worry about YouTube trying to notify you when I do it. So with that being said, folks, I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless all of you through Jesus.